I've been expecting you.
So, Orla, it's the 2nd of April 2023 and you're in S3.
Yes, S3.
Third year of high school, secondary school. And
I'm 14, for the record. No, I'm not 15 yet.
No. And we don't normally do interviews at this time of year.
No.
But we've kind of been doing them like just before the start of school, haven't we?
Yeah.
Why? What's the special reason for having an extra special interview?
Because tomorrow I am beginning homeschooling.
Yes.
Yes.
So we'll have to ask you some questions about this for the record, because I expect this will be quite an unusual thing to look back on.
Yeah, I mean, it's once in a lifetime, so...
Yeah, leaving school early. And
yeah, it still feels strange, like... It hasn't... Well, I guess it has settled in a way that I have spent every single moment of my life that I can remember. I have been a student at a school. Right, because I don't remember before I was like 5. And even before then there was nursery. And this is the first time that I will ever be able to remember that my life will not be centred around a school building.
Yeah. And yeah, it should be at home, you see.
Yeah?
I mean, it's possible because we have two parents that both work from home.
Yeah.
And are both...
So thanks, COVID.
And COVID gave us, the lockdowns gave us a taster for it.
Yeah.
See what it would be like. But it wasn't until we discovered what options are available for homeschoolers.
Yeah.
That we really kind of thought, yeah, this is going to be perfect for you.
Yeah. So like, wasn't it? It was like late January, early February that it first like came onto our radar, wasn't it? Because Connor had just started being part-time homeschooled. What was the arrangement with him?
That's right. Yeah, I think we got a report back from his teacher that we just thought, yeah, Connor's not really getting the attention that he needs, or the sort of things that he needs from school, and we thought, no, let's see if we can get some. It was when we realised that part-time homeschooling was an option, and we arranged for Connor to have a day a week being homeschooled. Like, Connor's now 10, he was 9 at the time, which has been very successful, and that kind of like, put homeschooling into the conversation.
Yeah.
And then
I do remember quite vividly. I don't remember exactly when it was, but it must have been like early February that homeschooling for me first like sort of became an option, because I think I started talking about it and recording it on my phone after Christmas, right? But at school I was miserable, like actually miserable, and I think it was an evening, and I was talking about it to you and Mum, and Mum just suggested, what do you think about homeschooling? And as soon as she said that, it felt like my soul had been liberated. Like the pure, sheer, utter relief from that.
So you've really not been having a great time at school?
No. I mean, I can give you a rundown of the reasons if you want.
Well, is it a case of you could be talking forever? But what are the
I can keep it concise.
What's the first? Yeah. Okay, go on. Give it.
Okay.
I mean, I think the environment of the school is obviously
Yeah, a pretty big factor.
But it's a bit of a dump, isn't it?
Yeah. Right. Okay.
But
so
is that not even
run through the reasons. Right. Might as well start with that. First reason: the school itself is an actual dump. I have photo evidence. The school building itself, we used to joke that it hasn't been cleaned since the 80s, and if it has been cleaned only with lemon juice. There's always rubbish and litter all over the stairs. The toilets in particular, the company who cleans toilets have threatened to cut the contracts because of how utterly disgusting they are. Graffiti everywhere, there are people who vape in the cubicles and eat their lunches in there sitting on the sinks. So you can't use the toilet. Actually, second reason, you can't use the toilet during break because of the students, and you're not allowed to use it during class time. So you just have to sit there and suffer. Yeah, the school itself is an actual dump. Also, scaffolding everywhere because they're getting the roof done because the roofs leak. Roofs leak. Right, third reason, which is sort of related, you don't get outside, at all for the really long school day, which is it's more than 6 hours, 7 hours? It's nearly 7 hours, isn't it? Yeah, nearly 7 hours. Yeah, so you can't get outside. The only time that I do get outside is for about 15 minutes a day during lunch, when we go out, my friends get something from the retail because they need to get their lunch there, then we go back. So 15 minutes within 7 hours. Another reason, the double periods. A single period is 50 minutes, so a double period is 100 minutes, so that's an hour and 40, isn't it? Yeah, so an hour and 40 minutes is a double period, and there are 3 double periods in a day plus 1 single period. And double periods are good for art because you need to get your stuff done. But for something like maths, where I'm sitting in a classroom and I'm facing opposite a window. The window is behind me. I'm sitting for an hour and 40 minutes just copying stuff down, doing meaningless work that it's not meaningless, but my concentration just goes out of the window that is behind me within 20 minutes, and I just sit there using my maths book as a sketchbook. So yeah, it sucks. There are quite a few more reasons, but I'll keep it brief.
Yeah, because at one point you were quite happy with maths. You certainly did very well on your test scores.
Yeah, I do well on my test scores. I can do it.
It's
just boring.
We started to refer to your Wednesday and Thursday afternoon math sessions as prison maths, didn't we?
It's just Thursday that I have maths in the afternoon. Yeah.
But the conditions were kind of you can't.
Yeah, double period.
You can't go to the toilet. You can't talk. You can't do anything, and it's an hour.
An hour and 40 minutes.
Wow.
Also, it was the last double period of the day as well, so I just had a single period before that. Yeah. It's just my brain. Oh yeah, another thing. Quickly, when I'm sitting in school, I start to feel unclean. I can feel oil and dirt and stuff clinging to me, and I can. It sucks, right? Okay, it sucks.
And so, whilst you have no other option, it's just something you get used to and deal with.
Yeah, basically.
And you suffer through.
Endurance.
You endure. but when there is other options available that are much more effective,
Yes.
then
You take them.
It doesn't make any sense to not take them. Pause there for a second. Okay. Yeah, I think if there's any noise in the background, it's Connor's PlayStation buttons.
What?
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 Shh! I'm being interviewed.
What?
Not a peep.
What?
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 Right, yeah, Connor has a bit of a history into interrupting your videos. That's his role.
A, B, C, D.
So the option that became apparent to us was using an online school.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us a bit about this online school?
Okay, so...
Wolsey, what was his name? Wolsey Hall, Oxford.
Yeah, Wolsey Hall, Oxford. Right, considering that I haven't actually started it yet, I'm starting that tomorrow, I can't talk about what it's like, but, so, it was a couple weeks ago, was it, that I got the, like, entrance test, like the benchmark tests.
Yeah.
And I did well on those, so yes. They work with, it's an international thing, so they do international GCSEs, so IGCSEs. And yeah, so that, like, it's worth a Nat 5 in UCAS points, so yeah, not really much of a difference there.
Yes, I did GCSEs.
Yeah.
Nat 5 is a Scottish.
Yeah, so Nat 5s are Scottish and GCSEs are English.
That's right. And which subjects are you doing?
Yes, so the subjects that I'm doing for Wolsey Hall are different from the ones that I was doing. Sort of still am doing. The ones in St Maurice's. So the ones that I'm doing for Wolsey Hall are English language, English literature, maths, economics, history, physics.
Yeah, 6.
6, yeah.
And you've got just over a year to get them done.
Yeah, just over a year to get them done.
Yeah.
I'll manage, I think, so. I think I'll manage.
Because one of the benefits of doing it at home is that you can be much more efficient with your time. You don't waste. So, like, what kind of examples of wastes of time can you describe that you experienced in real school in St Maurice's?
Right, maths, first of all. No one talks in maths because our teacher doesn't allow it, but I sit there...
Of course you would be helping each other with math problems.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, in maths, I do some of the questions, probably about 1/10 of what is assigned for us to do, and then I spend the rest of the time doodling because my brain is gone. It's melted, it has sautéed in my skull.
Yeah. So clearly the rest, doing all of the thing, the work that's been set, is not necessary because you've been able to get very good marks.
Yeah.
In doing very little.
There's also the classes where if that isn't happening, time is wasted because the teacher has to yell at everyone to shut up. There are also some classes in which I sit next to someone I like, and sort of like with maths, where I just can't be bothered doing the work, I just talk to the person next to me. So, yeah.
And any other examples of things that are just a waste of time?
Things that are a waste of time at school. Honestly, just the whole double period thing. An hour and 40 minutes is so long. It's too long.
Too long to be focusing on one thing.
Yeah. Without any breaks.
Yeah.
And the environment sucks, and you can't eat or drink.
Why did they have double periods? Is that COVID?
No, they've always had double periods. I mean, you have single periods in S1 and 2, and then you have double periods from third year onwards.
Right.
I honestly don't.
Because the thing is, you were fine in S1 and 2,
Yeah.
or it didn't seem all the other elements weren't as soul destroying.
Yeah.
But it's really got to you in S3.
No.
And so how do you think, the fact that we both work from home, so if you'll have us around, and you're doing, so actually let's talk about how will it work? How will it work when you're doing your online schooling? What's the kind of process how much will we have to do? What kind of things will we do as parents, and what will be done by the online school?
Okay, so basically, what the online school does, it gives me the stuff that I need to study, right? And at various points I get given assignments for me to write out. And it's very relaxed, in how, when exactly you give it in. There's also no competition between other students in a classroom, for example. But I've got to be the one that's organised. I have to take charge of when I actually do the stuff. So yeah, I've got to be organised, and we do that with Monday.com. So that's Mum uses it for her work as well.
Project management.
Yeah, project management, and that's been really helping. And we've been experimenting recently with what exactly my day is going to look like and stuff. And so if I get out on a walk in the morning and after lunch, then yeah. Also, I get to choose what my schedule is, which another thing in school that I really didn't like is that I could wake up in the morning and run through my head exactly what every single minute of that day was going to be like. And I hated that. But now I can actually choose what my schedule is and make it way better. So what we're thinking is that I can get all my schoolwork done in the morning before lunch, and then the afternoon I can spend doing my own projects and stuff.
Yeah, because that's the other thing which I think makes homeschooling a really good idea for you, because it's become apparent that you've got a real talent for writing.
Yes, I want to be a screenwriter.
And because of the feedback that you've had, most notably about the fact that your writing level, creative writing, is at
would sit comfortably for a higher student, which is the same as A levels.
Well, as they said, it would be a really good mark for such a student. Which and it's so you've got talent, and to nurture talent, there's obviously there's an element of having tutors, which we can now kind of add afternoon lessons to kind of have specific creative writing tutors. But more importantly, I think, is the actual time to practice your skills, to actually do writing projects,
And not just writing, there's also piano as well.
There's piano, yes, which you're doing, working on towards your music theory, and then grade 6.
Yeah, also, like, I'm practicing Moonlight Sonata at the minute for Ellie's showcase this summer. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
You should just go straight to grade 7.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm going straight to grade 7.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're going straight to grade 7.
Because grade 6 is weird.
Yeah. And so you'll have more time to do these things, because when you were at school, it seemed that whenever you got back from school, you needed like at least an hour to sort of recover
recharge to recover.
Yeah.
Because I was just completely wiped out. I was like,
yeah, it's the environment and there's just that, and that you needed to relax and recover from that, and then you didn't really feel like
doing anything else.
Yeah. But I think it does make a difference having the sort of the modern technology, the project management software will make things very clear that you're on track and you're doing what you need to do, and and that there'll be no surprises, sort of thing.
Yeah, also, the whole thing how school is terrible is sort of mitigated at the moment, because, I mean, I don't know the exact date we started, but it was early March, I think, that we have an arrangement now with St. Maurice's that I am being homeschooled, I'm off school on Wednesday afternoons, and more recently I've started being off on Tuesdays and Thursdays, the whole day as well. So I'm only in on all day Monday, plus the Duke of Edinburgh thing that lasts for an hour after school, and then Wednesday mornings, and then Friday mornings.
Yeah, so you're going to be although you're starting your homeschooling course tomorrow, which for most other children is the start of the Easter holidays.
Mm-hmm.
With the Easter holidays, you're beginning your studies.
My studies.
And you'll be doing it effectively it's half and half up until May, so another few weeks really. And you're doing
that is strange to think about, but okay.
Because you want to finish off your Duke of Edinburgh award, don't you?
Yeah, I want to finish off the Duke of Edinburgh award, and I also want to go on the Belgium trip. So the school trip where we get to go to Belgium and go to a space agency and get to do all this cool stuff in Belgium, and I'm really excited for it.
Yeah.
I mean, you do have to sleep on a coach, which I'm not excited for, but I'd say it'll be worth it.
You get to sleep in the coach.
In the coach. I'm not sleeping on the roof.
Yeah, if you missed out on because COVID meant you missed out on some other school trips.
Yeah, I've never been on an overnight school trip before, thanks COVID.
Yeah, get you one and only.
Yeah. What? Oh, one and only. Oh, that is also strange.
Yeah. I mean, so we've got a bit of an interruption there where I changed the memory card.
You can never get through an interview without having trouble with the camera. Okay. Never.
Or Connor.
Or Connor.
So, so is there anything that you will miss about going to school?
Definitely the social aspect. Being able to see my friends every day. I guess I didn't really realise how much of an impact it actually has. But, it's a pretty big impact. And I'm definitely gonna miss seeing them every day. But, considering how utterly miserable school has made me, when I'm actually in school, I'm not speaking to my friends in the way that I would like to, because I'm miserable. all of us are miserable and stressed, so we can't really have a laugh and have fun properly. And even if we do, it's short-lived. We can't relax, we can't have fun. But if I see them outside of school, which I'll have way more opportunity to do if I'm not at school, then I'm going to be able to see them. I'll see them less, yes. But when I do see them, we're going to be able to actually relax and have fun. So...
Because you see Hannah at musical theatre, don't you?
Yeah, I see Hannah at musical theatre.
You've got friends at musical theatre.
Yes.
Other friends that you don't know from school.
Yeah.
And you also have RCS, do drama class on a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely social.
Yeah, that is definitely social.
Anything else about school that you'll miss?
Well, yeah. So, one thing that I was looking forward to doing next year, well, I'm not going to be at school at all next year, was going to be the school show, because I was an idiot last year and didn't audition. It's probably the thing that I regret most ever. I mean, I can't think of anything else that I regret more, so apparently yes, it is the thing that I regret the most. Because since Hannah was playing Wednesday, because it was Halloween last year, they were doing the Addams Family musical, Hannah was playing Wednesday, and so like what lunch times were also rehearsals, so me and Megan got to sit in with Hannah and see the rehearsals. So actually now, the songs from the musical itself are actually nostalgic for me now. And I really, really enjoyed being with the rehearsals, and I really enjoyed the show, and it was amazing. And I so regret not auditioning, because I didn't audition because I thought I already had stuff going on. It was my exam with Antonia coming up, and I think I don't know, but I was stressed with that, and I thought I don't want to add it on more of the workload. But I could have handled it. I know now that I definitely could have, and I just didn't do it. So I really regret not doing that. So I really wanted to be part of the show next year, but I'm not going to be there next year. So I'm never going to be able to do an actual proper school show, which I'm very sad about. Again, in the big grand scheme of things, it's worth it. And, you know, I'll be able to do I don't know, summer courses or something where you do and make a play. But yeah, there's still that.
Yeah. And you'll be able to do things with musical theatre and with RCS.
With RCS.
But you want more of a formal performance, don't you?
Yeah, because with RCS it's a lot more informal. We don't even call it a performance, it's a sharing. It's something that we make ourselves. And, well, actually, I basically got exactly what I wanted at Christmas in musical theatre, because we were doing a panto, and we were doing Peter Pan, and I was Captain Hook, and it was the best thing ever. I loved it. It was amazing.
You were the star of the show. That was great.
Yeah, that was very fun.